Hi everyone, happy Sunday again, and this is another Sunday School message for this week. This week, as you know, the Sunday School reading was Alma, chapters 36 through 38, which are some great chapters. These are really some well-known and kind of classic chapters in the book of Alma. I wanted to share a message with you from chapter 37, and it's in the end verses of chapter 37, where he's talking about the Liahona and drawing some lessons here from the Liahona and making some similarities, making some connections between that and following God. And so starting in verse 38, he's talking about the Liahona. In verse 40, he says, "It did work for them according to their faith. Therefore they had this miracle and also many other miracles wrought by the power of God day by day." And so this is the temporal example of what the Liahona was doing for them. It literally was guiding them and pointing them in the direction that they needed to travel. And in the next couple of verses, he draws the connection to how it was easy to follow the direction of the Liahona as long as they were faithful, and it is easy to learn and follow the word of Christ as long as you're faithful and willing to study it and learn it. He says in verse 44, it is as easy to give heed to the word of Christ, which will point to you a straight course to eternal bliss. And in verse 45, is there not a type in this thing? Meaning, there's clearly a connection here. We can follow the Liahona and be guided to where we need to go, and we can follow the words of Christ and be guided to heaven ultimately. And I wanted to draw a third connection here, that there's a lot of things going on right now, and it's a confusing and a stressful time for a lot of us. Some of us are not able to go to work. We're not able to go to school like we were able to before. We're not able to attend church even like we were able to before, or attend the temple like we were able to before, and a lot of things are different and stressful and difficult during this time. But verse 47 is encouraging to me and helps me draw the connection here. He says, "And now, my son, see that ye take care of these sacred things, yea, see that ye look to God and live. Go unto this people and declare my word, and be sober, my son, farewell." Now, especially in this, when he says, take care of these sacred things, look to God and live. They had the Liahona back then, and they knew that the Word of God was similar to that. And I know that for us today, if we take care of the sacred things, if we are reading our scriptures, we're attending church as we're able to partake of the sacrament, if we're doing everything we can to maintain our relationship with God, that's how we maintain and take care of these sacred things. That's how we look to God and live. And I know that as we look to God and live, He will take care of us and protect us and point us in the right direction during these confusing and difficult and stressful times. And this is the message for you guys this week. I hope you're able to study and learn more from these chapters. There are really some great messages in here. And we'll be back with you next week for another message from the next few chapters in Alma.